What do you think changed as far as from when you played in the beginning, 2000 era, to now? What you see the difference with the kids?
I definitely think, well, the biggest thing is a rule change. They have a shot clock now. We didn't have a shot clock.
That's true.
So
I didn't even think about that.
We didn't get a shot clock until after I graduated high school. So I'm talking, I was 2005, so they still wasn't high school. So we had, on our scores, sometimes in the 40s and 50s.
Yeah, that's what I want to get with the coaches too. I think a lot of it's with coaching too, because I was talking to my cousin about it. They had an argument about. He's saying coaches should let everybody play. It's not fair. They take the love away from the game because, and I'm like, you can't play everybody. Number one, and on a high school level, I feel like if you ain't playing, work on your game. You know, but the coaches need to communicate with them. Like, you sit in the bench because of X, Y, and Z. Right. Do this, do that. And they don't communicate enough. Even when I played.
I definitely think that, I think that comes from the other type of thing we were talking about before, is the entitlement. You know what I mean? You feel like you're entitled that I'm on a team. All right, well, now I'm on this team, I got to get in the game. You know, but you know, when I coached, when I played, you know, your roster spot was a privilege, not an entitlement. You know what I mean? So like the privilege was that I got to wear a uniform. Even the age of like the me. Like, you know, I was more worried about winning championships than scoring 1,000 points or getting the personal accolades like a Jake's Award or something like that. I wanted to win, and I felt that if I did what I had to do and I played as hard as I could, or I trained as hard as I could, I was gonna win. And that's what I wanted to do.
Yeah,
and
it all comes together.
And if I train as hard as I can, if I play as hard as I can, I'll get the 1,000 points. I'll get that. I'll get the personal stuff. I'll get the Advance All-Star stuff. I'll get that.
Win,
but I want to win. That's my goal. Because, you know, back in the day, I don't know how it is now with the kids now, how they speak to each other. But, you know, when you went to you know, a pickup game or you were in the park and stuff like that, no one said, "Hey man, you know, you scored 1,000 points this year. Like, congratulations." Everyone's dapping you up to win the chip. Everyone's dapping you up for, you know, placing high in the city. Like that was kind of, for us, that was the bigger picture. You know, of competing was winning, not like the personal accolades.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. Who was the top 5 players you played against? Remember, I had the list. Everybody got pissed.
That I played against in high school.
Yeah, that she played against. Oh, well, yeah, I want to make it fade. Like, who's the best players? You know, stand down.
One that automatically is Lawrence Boro, 100%. LB.
Yeah, 100%. LB. Yeah,
so,
the key.
So
shout out.
LB is 2 years older than me. So
I was going to say Kyle, but go ahead.
Well, I'll tell you why now, because
I want to hear this.
This will be why. So my sophomore year, we're matched up against McKee a couple times during the season, and you know, my coach is like, "Hey, listen, man, you know, their guys, Bora, you're our guys. You got him. You're gonna lock him up." I was like, all right.
Down to 30.
And now I'm like, all right, I got him. Don't worry about it, coach. I got him. I don't need help. Nothing. Don't send anybody. Right? Dude finishes with 37. And we won the game, and I was like, "Coach, I think I needed a little bit of help on that, you know, whatever." But
he was a problem.
He lit me up. Like there were times where, you know, he was doing stuff in the game, and I was just like, man, like I had a hand there, and I had a hand in his face. Like,
yeah, he was nice.
The shot was getting up still, and you know, he was more, in my opinion, when I was guarding him, it was harder to guard him because he did a lot of different things. Like he
mixed it up.
He would knock down a 3, but then if you got too close, he'd go by you. And then if you weren't close enough and he got by you, he's dunking on you. So like he was a very much underrated player that a lot of the older guys don't really know about if they weren't around. But a lot of the younger guys don't know because he's not here and he doesn't live here anymore. So a lot of his stories don't get told anymore.
Yeah, they don't.
LB by far probably.
Yeah. No, I agree.
With the toughest guard for me too.
The funny part about him is I played against him in Mahoney Park. He was 15. And I was like telling people, I'm like, he's gonna be the next one. You can see it. You can tell people, you just see it. And he was playing in the men's league. Him and Zaire. He was 15, Zaire's 14, 15, whatever it was. And this is the men's league, and these are like the best players.
Lawrence was good for, like, I'd say, a good for high school basketball in Staten Island. Like legit, like Staten Island High School League, PSAL. Like 2 years, he was really
That's
good.
True. That's probably
you know
why
what I mean?
too.
Because maybe before that, a lot of people didn't know who he was. You know, so now he's coming into the.
Well, I did. But
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like someone like myself from Staten Island, you know, Great Hills,
he's different. Yeah, he's from New Brighton.
I don't know who he is. So
my
first encounter with him was when we played against each other. in high school because I was only a freshman and he was a junior. So I knew him from there. I mean, he was good as a junior. He scored like maybe like 12, 15 points a game. His senior year, he skyrocketed. Kyle averaged 35 points a game for 2 years straight.
That's true.
He scored 900 points in both years.
So I want to hear the reason why you said
so
because he just mixed it up. That's probably
so that is one thing for me, and also too, Kyle for me, he's number 2 from when we played against each other. That's definitely number 2 for me, just because I think that I didn't have to guard him a lot. They had other guys guarding him, so for me, it was more like he would hurt our team, but it wasn't like actually personally on me. You know what I mean? Like Lawrence was on me. Like I had to figure out how to stop that dude. I couldn't stop him. You know what I mean? So
nobody could.
Yeah, exactly. And for Kyle, you know, he was a fantastic shooter, a great shooter. You know, but against teams like ours, he did have some troubles with, you know, how many guys we did have. So like we had competitive guys that, you know, we had my boy Nicky Brosnan that was guarding him. We basically told him, like, listen, to shadow him. We all played man all the time, so we were one of the few teams that didn't give him like a gimmick defense either. Like we didn't do like a triangle 2 or a boxing 1. We gave him straight up man, and what we did was he was basically like face guarding him, and we were playing man on everybody else, and we would just help. So like if there was a pick and roll situation, instead of him getting over the top and having to fight it, we switched. So we would just switch out. So like we would have Steve Rosser switch out on him, I would switch out on him. So we were okay with him shooting 35 feet away. Like that was okay for us. You know what I mean? With a hand up in his face, that's okay.
He can't beat all y'all anyway.
He had a tough time getting by all of us. So, but Lawrence, he didn't have a tough time getting by all of us. Like he'd be able to slithery and getting by and spin moves and back steps and, you know, and then the explosiveness. You know, he was just a little bit of a different player. But those guys are definitely, I mean, you can make a case for 1A, 1B. Like, it wouldn't be much of a difference.
And I never played against Kyle. I never seen him. That's what's weird about him, because I played everywhere. Right. And I seen all the guys, but I never seen him. And I'm like, where this guy plays at?
And what's
I've never seen him anywhere.
I think another thing that people give so much respect to Kyle for, which they 100% should, is his work ethic. That how much he got better from year to year.
We need more mentors to be like, you think you're working hard, but you're really not. Right. Because I'm seeing all these courts empty. I never see you anywhere. I mean, I work hard. I do this after practice. No, you have to play against people.
You know what's funny? Even with the mentoring thing, I had guys that were not my coaches, not involved in my circle, that were kind of telling me advice also. Like you just mentioned, Elliot. Elliot's a guy that really kind of helped my progress a lot too, because he reached out to me. You know, he talked to me about things. I would see him in the leagues and stuff like that. He'd always, you know, tell me this, do this, attack this, like, you know that. And sometimes I was so mad because at the time he was at Curtis. I actually, no one knows about this, but after my freshman year, I actually wanted to transfer to Curtis. And
really, why would you want to do
that?
My
dad went to Curtis, so I was like, you know what, I really want to play at Curtis, you know, whatever. And, you know, my dad, of course, was like, absolutely, like, let's do it. Like, because, you know, he grew up down there. So my mom didn't want me to go.
So the thing about it, too, is people don't understand, like, they want to transfer whatever. Sometimes sitting on the bench helps. Right. Because you get to see certain things and it makes you their drive. Right. Like, when I was sitting on the bench sometimes, like, I was like, man, I know I can play. So I said, I'm going to keep working. I want to play against the best. So I went to Cromwell every day, and I played against older guys. And then it started coming. So if I didn't sit the bench, like you say, what about I've been a star? I would have been, I'm good. I'm going to D1. Right. I wouldn't have been working as hard.
You know what's funny? You say that. I had that situation to myself happen while I was at D1. So I played 4 years, you know, foul, league scoring history of school, you know, winner after winner, championship after championship after school. And then I got to Wagner College, and I'm like, I'm the man. I got this. I'm a D1 player. I got this. My freshman year, I played 19 games, averaged 5 minutes. And then my sophomore year, they said, listen, we don't think you're ready yet. We're gonna redshirt. So I'm like, damn. I'm really not ready. Like, this is crazy. I played 5 minutes a game my freshman year. This year I can't. They're telling me I can't even get on the court. This is crazy. So I dedicated myself to things I never did before. I dedicated myself to the weight room. I dedicated myself to things that I was not already doing. Like, I was always a decent shooter, so I worked on other things to try to get better at those things, you know. And by my strength and conditioning workouts and stuff, my shot got even better, my handle got better, and then by my junior year, which was actually my redshirt sophomore year, I was 15, 20 minutes a game. So then I was ready. You know what I mean? But like,
you could have said, "Let me transfer."
but that's exactly what guys now are saying is like,
Which is not
you know,
work.
I'm not playing. I'm not getting what I got to get. I'm out of here. You know, and then again at that time, you know, if you're not playing at the school you're at, you're gonna transfer. What school's gonna want you to have the no stats? Like who's gonna say, well, you didn't play here, so why do you think you're gonna play us? You know, and that's another thing that I don't think a lot of kids think about when they're talking about transferring and this and that. And the other thing is that you're trying to go there. Well, that might be a better team. What the hell are you gonna do over there? You know what I mean? And that's a lot of kids.
And it might not even be the right fit for you anyway. It might be worse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because now you go into a new system. You got to start all over again.
Style of